Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Shane, that's Shane's Games, and tonight we're going to be playing some Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. This won't be our first time playing, so if you want to see how we got to where we are tonight, look in my info below. You'll see a link to my YouTube channel where I archive all my streams, not just this game, but every game I've ever played live. So if you ever find yourself in the mood to see a game you played start to finish, might be a little weird, obscure, unusual, or nostalgic, feel free to click over there, see what I got available. Don't forget to subscribe if you're so inclined. But for tonight, let's get into the game as we thank Wheel Skellington for his fantastic bits right there. Wheel, thank you so much for the donation right there. And see, you throw the bits at me and I'm thanking you. Now I just feel dirty. What's going on here? And oh no, 12 points! Nightbot has your number tonight, goodness. And yeah, of course that's why he was talking about the beard, Elena. That's where the fish eggs live. It's a convenient storage right there. But yeah, thank you for the bits, Wheel Skellington. Very kind of you. Catch up on chat real quick. The coconut, of course! That's good information. I'm going to put that into my headcanon, Joe Visitor, so I can try and remember that right there. It was like 80 hype emotes? That was not like 80 hype emotes. That was like 24 right there. I'm looking at it. I can still see the message. And I like coconut as a flavor enough, but it's usually the texture that puts me off, I think. It's very weird stuff. Drev, you're going to do a full run of Baldur's Gate 1 plus Baldur's Gate 2 plus the add-on. Now being an old man. Oh my goodness. Are you going to do the original versions, Drev, or are you going to do the remakes? The remasters, I should say. As it could be either. You could go either way. Oh, good to see you too, Joe Visitor. 824, whatever, it was sexy. It was nice. It was nice. Those are very cute emotes. What is that, a Koopa? It looks like a little Koopa down there. I like it. Alright, so, just to recap for where we are in the stream, last time we went back to Duxon and Onderon and found they were having a slight, teensy tiny civil war problem, which we stopped through generous application of lightsabers. And now that just leaves one planet left on our to-do list, which is Korriban, which you may remember from KOTOR 1 was the home base slash home world of the Sith. So not a place you want to be vacationing at, but supposedly the Sith temple's fallen since the war, so maybe we'll just stop in and see the sights. Immediately find the Jedi Master we're looking for on the landing pad, and then just take off again. I mean, anything's possible, right? You can go for the God version with mods too. You got options, is all I'm saying, Drev. I don't remember if both of the Baldur's Gates remasters were out yet. Oh, Dark Alliance! Dark Alliance! I had Dark Alliance 1 for PS2. John Big Booty, and me and my neighbor played that when we were kids. I love that game right there. Maybe some awesome Sith powers will rub off on you. Ew, no, I don't want them rubbing off on me. They're gross, gross and disgusting. Sith, ew.
We've hit the ground. This is Korriban. Why would one of the Jedi you're looking for come here?
An adequate job, pilot. Perhaps here there is some trace of those who pursue us. I sense that we may be truly alone on the surface.
There are signs of life on the surface. Beasts by the dozen. So don't worry, you won't be quite as lonesome as she makes out. You might want to keep your, lightsaber sharp, or do whatever you do in these situations.
Although I think that the pilot's mechanical devices are probably accurate. If there are Sith here, their numbers are few and they are hidden.
It seems quiet. Just the wind. But deep beneath the surface, you can feel the pain of what took place here. This place merely tolerates sentience walking upon it. It is pleased to have been left alone. There is great power here for those with the ambition to use it. There is great power in this place for those who can hear its call.
There is much that would draw a Jedi to this place. The resting grounds of the ancient and more recently departed Sith contain many teachings believed lost. The most likely place to find our lost Jedi is the ruins of the old academy.
Sorry, let me catch up on chat right there. Mods are sometimes nice, sometimes zero. Wheel Skellington, you watched me use Force Lightning like 40 times last stream? No. Kreia was using Force Lightning. See, there's that degree of separation. My character doesn't know how to use Force Lightning because that's evil. And he'd never do that. You got that firewall in there, it's important. Don't knock it till you try it. That sounds like something a Sith would say, Joe. So yeah, one thing I wanted to mention as well is since last stream, if you watched last stream, Relentant, viewer and fellow streamer, was in here, and he recommended to me a no helmet mod for this game, which I've now applied, as you can tell by the fact you can now see my character's lovely face, mostly because, you know, I'd thought about it before, but mostly after seeing Handmaiden's terrible hotel carpet helmet, I just couldn't do it anymore. So hopefully this works okay. I always worry, especially with old games, applying mods, but so far it looks so good. So we will see right there. And LTG, welcome in. How are you doing this evening? Alright, so what happened here on Korriban?
It was said that Revan intended to return to Korriban to subdue any potential Sith insurgents, but Revan disappeared. It took a year or two for the Republic to send a force here to deal with any Sith that may have remained. They found Korriban much as we have, barren and lifeless. It was assumed that the remnants of the Sith turned on each other, vying for what little power remained. The Republic found evidence that several Sith lords escaped Korriban, fleeing to remote sections of the galaxy.
I like how we're having this serious conversation about mass Sith murder, and T3's just cruising around the deck. Not a care in the world. To live that life. LTG, have been grinding through Disgaea. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to assume you're at the second map, and your characters are all in the level 700s at this point? Because that's how you play Disgaea. Alright, so Cray, do you think there's any Sith still living here somewhere?
As lifeless as it seems, the dark side is very strong here. The Sith Lords would not ignore such a powerful place. There is much that can be learned, even here. You should go to the ruins of the old academy. If there are any traces here of Sith, that is where they would be.
Alright, let's head out then.
If you walk Korriban's surface, you shall walk it without me.
Why?
I cannot. This place is strong with the dark side. It is difficult to center myself here. Korriban holds few secrets from me, but much that you should learn.
Alright, that actually seems a little bit comforting. I'm not sure if I'd want Kreia down here with the constant suspicious activities she's carrying out. Maybe we could do without her right there. Hey Stevie, welcome in. How are you doing this evening? Good to see you right there. Oh my god, that meme. No. Zero, enjoy your lurk and enjoy your dinner too. Alright, well Kreia, why don't you stay here and keep the engines primed in case we need to run the hell off this planet?
I will remain here and meditate. Our link remains. I shall contact you and provide guidance when needed. The academy is on the other side of this valley. Be careful. Dark energy energy fills these ruins, and even the fallen Sith live still.
Well, that's ominous. Alright, so that means I'm going to have to pick a new third member from my party if I can't bring Kreia with me. That's going to be different, because we've had Kreia with us in basically every party since the start of the game. So, take Bayodur, because of course we need somebody with his skills. And then, you know, why don't I take Handmaiden? She proved herself really good on Duxon. We've already got her equipped up. She's a cool character. She's not wearing the hotel carpet mask anymore. Yeah, sure, let's bring Handmaiden. And see what's waiting for us on Korriban.
The structures you see around you are the plundered tombs of the ancient Sith lords. Each tomb was once infused with the history and heritage of the old Sith Empire, containing great mysteries and powerful relics of the Force. However, even the many traps could not long hold back the curious, the fools, and the weak, and so these tombs fell, spilling their secrets into the hands of those unable to comprehend or preserve them.
Again, ominous. Nostalgia is real. Glad you guys are enjoying it. I'm still loving this game. Like, I'm dying to see how this game ends. So cool. Let's see, Dax, you have these? You think you should play them? I'll tell you the same advice I always give people watching the stream. If you like,
Ahead lies the tomb of Naga Sadow, successor to Marka Ragnos, and the Sith Lord responsible for nearly conquering the Republic in the Great Hyperspace War a millennia ago.
Hey, we went in that tomb in KOTOR 1, coincidentally. But yeah, I'll give you the, Dax, I'll give you the same advice I give everybody watching the stream. If I'm playing a game that looks fun, give it a shot, especially because games like this are so old, you can usually get them for a song on sale. You know, you don't have too much to lose there, and like I said, I'm having a blast with this game, so I'd recommend it highly, especially if you like action RPGs to begin with. Wheel Skellington, thank you for the bits right there. Ads are super generous tonight, and so are you. Ads and you are super generous tonight, so goodness, my God, that's what you get for drinking soda live on stream. Thank you so much for the bits, Wheel Skellington. I appreciate that. So yeah, tell me more about Naga Sadow.
More recently, this tomb was where Revan confronted Uthar Vin, the leader of the Sith Academy. When Revan left Korriban, the Sith Academy was thrown into turmoil. With their leader gone, many fought for the right to rule. And so, the Sith here turned on each other, resulting in the carnage you can see covering the surface of this valley.
So yeah, you should actually remember that confrontation from KOTOR 1 if you've played it before, so it's interesting to see that come up here again. Oh, you have played him, Dax Platinum, you want to play him again? Well then definitely go for the feeling. These games seem like they'd have some cool replay value, and these are one of very few games that I have listed on my list of games to play as potential replay candidates. Because someday I think I'd like to play through as with a dark side playthrough, just to see the contrast, see all the different content, try out all the different dialogue options.
This was the tomb of Tulak Hord, known as the greatest lightsaber duelist of the Sith Lords.
Yeah, I have trouble with ads on and off. I know sometimes it's been my ad blocker, sometimes it's been some other plugins on Chrome. I haven't tried it in a while, but it is a little frustrating, definitely. Dark side, yeah. Eventually, I gotta stop doing the Boy Scout thing, and I gotta at least try, see what's on the other side of the fence, Joe. I don't know when. Potentially at some point. Makes you feel old. Oh my goodness. It is an old game, but hey, if you enjoy it, you should focus on the enjoyment. Don't worry about the old part. It's not a big deal. Alright, Kreia, tell me more about this Tulak Horde.
His skill was considered remarkable even in his time, when many true lightsaber masters lived.
Well, what made him so good?
That is unknown, but supposedly he created a holocron to teach his technique to other Sith. The holocron would have been laid to rest in his tomb. Unfortunately, Tulak Horde's tomb was among the first penetrated by the grave robbers of the new Sith Order. If the holocron has survived, I doubt anyone living would know its location.
I think we found the holocron in KOTOR 1. I don't remember that exactly. But again, it's pretty cool seeing us revisit these locations again. Although it's just eerily silent here now. Skeletal
The broken
corpse.
corpses before you are all that remain of the Sith on Korriban. I doubt there is much to be gained from looting these bodies. It would be best to leave them be.
But what if I loot them anyway? Nope, there's actually stuff on them.
Fool! You've disturbed the spirits of this place, and they have sent their guardians.
Oops. What guardians?
Hissis are semi-intelligent beasts, corrupted and strengthened by prolonged exposure to the dark side. As creatures of the Force, they have a limited ability to mask their presence. Hissis are drawn to suffering and carnage. They must have fed on all the corpses left over from the war here on Korriban. The angry phantoms of the Sith, too weak to influence the sentient, have taken these Hissis as thralls to their will.
Oops. Well, I did get an achievement for looting that body though, so I suppose I'll take that. Well, that wasn't terribly impressive. I guess when she says limited ability to hide themselves from the minds of others, she means really, really tremendously limited. I can deal with that, okay. But being mean feels bad. Yeah, I know there's a couple choices in some of these games I don't think I could ever pull off. Like if you played Wolf Among Us, the Telltale game, one of the very last options in the game is you can just withhold a present from a small child, and it's just, there's no possible rational reason you do it, except just to be completely petty and douchey. I don't think I could pull that off there. Model my next playthrough around that YouTube video. I'll have to see what the video looks like once I see it 12 point, but you're making me curious here. Oh yeah, Wolf Among Us I think was definitely my favorite Telltale game so far. Loved that game. Completely out of left field and just took me by surprise. Loved everything about it. I was gonna say, are there more hisses every time I loot a body? There's, you know, XP is XP. So, I don't entirely mind fighting these dudes. I'm not getting anything spectacular from these bodies or anything, but still.
Before you is the tomb of the great Sith Lord, Marka Ragnos, a half-breed who possessed tremendous strength, both physically and in the Force.
We definitely went here in KOTOR 1, but tell me more about it, Kreia.
Ragnos held power for over a century, using his cunning to turn his enemies against each other. His death left a great vacuum of power. We're standing close to the spot where Naga Sadow first confronted Ludo Kresh to vie for domination of the Sith. Their struggle nearly resulted in a civil war that would have torn the Sith apart before they ever threatened the Republic.
Yeah, she didn't actually say a half-breed what. I noticed that too, Wheel Skellington. That was a little strange. Tales from the Borderlands was very good. I saw a little bit of it and it looked pretty good, but I never finished Borderlands 2, so I didn't want to jump into that myself. But if I can get through the Borderlands games, I'm definitely going to want to play that one as well, 12 point. So it sounds like civil wars are pretty common among the Sith.
Yes, it is the way of the Sith. They must continually test their strength against each other, even if it means destroying themselves.
Oh right, I forgot about that, Joe Visitor. There is an actual race called the Sith, aside from it being also a offshoot of the Jedi philosophy. Alright, that makes a little bit more sense. So what happened between Naga Sadow and this Kresh guy?
As fate would have it, a pair of hyperspace explorers from Sinagar landed on Korriban. Naga Sadow manipulated the Sith into believing they were a sign of impending Republic invasion. This fear resonated with many Sith who were discontent with the lack of expansion of the Sith Empire during the reign of Marka Ragnos. Thus, Naga Sadow became Ragnos' successor.
Cool. Oh, you didn't know that, Wheel Skellington? I'd heard of it before, but I forgot. I think I've forgotten pretty much... I think I've forgotten almost as much about Star Wars as I actually know about Star Wars. There's just so much. Alright, where's the invisible dudes? Bring them on! Yeah, that doesn't take long. They themselves don't drop anything, but still. Gotta get them XPs. Huh. Some sort of Jedi armor right there, or Force user armor. I'll have to check that out too. Oh, I like how Beodur and Handmaiden both use "this won't take long" as combat phrase. That's kind of cute. Alright, so you've seen 3 entrances, so that just leaves this one over here. I'll wait for the battle music to die down. We'll take a look at that.
This way leads to the tomb of Ajunta Paul, a fierce Sith Lord. According to legend, the blade proved more fearsome than the Master, leading to his demise.
Tell me more.
Ajunta's dark spectre lived on through the centuries until Revan entered the Sith Lord's tomb in search of the blade. Revan calmed the angry ghost of Ajunta Paul and showed him the path back to the light.
So what became of the blade?
Unknown. Some have suggested that the blade led to Revan's demise, as it did Ajunta Paul. That is only speculation, however. Where Revan wanders now is knowledge that only Revan holds.
Alright. Let's see, Joe, there's a really cool book for Jedi, Sith, and Bounty Hunters that are available in these cool holocron boxes. I've heard of those. I haven't ever seen them myself, though, but they look cool as hell. Oh, and Elena, you have the Jedi one? Oh, I'm instantly jealous. Oh, it's so cool. If you have any pictures of it, I'd love to see it. I haven't even heard about those in a long time. I know, I'm being stubborn. Like I insisted on trying out that stupid Arcane Warrior build in Dragon Warrior. I'm like, is there a way to make him good at unarmed combat? Because if there is, I'm going to find it. And if not, well, I'm just going to kind of embarrass myself. Green and purple dual wield is swag. It was sort of a happy accident. The purple one was intentional, but green was just what I had on hand at time. But after that, I'm just like, you know, this is actually pretty cool. I think I'm going to stick with purple and green.
Here, you can just barely see the Sith archaeologists' efforts to uncover relics of the ancients.
Tell me more.
The new Sith Order sought to progress quickly by finding objects of power. I can only imagine what was lost forever due to the carelessness of these excavators. Now the excavation has been almost completely undone by 5 years of wind and sand. So does Korriban protect its secrets.
The dark side, Stevie. It doesn't look like I can actually go in any of the tombs, Wheel Skellington, so I think this is just sort of running me down on the history of the place. It's kind of cool to see the archaeology site is all windswept over. That's an interesting change after just a few years, too. Alright, so let's check this skeletal corpse. It's not that I insist I'm bad at video games, Drav. I am bad at video games. Ooh, a named piece of armor right there. I like the sound of that. Hey, invisible dudes. I was gonna say nice to see you, but I suppose I'm not. And also now you're dead, so I don't need to actually tell you anything. I love how I'm literally just getting these tiny trinkets for this, but I'm still like, yeah, I'm gonna loot them anyway. That's fine. Alright, so this way leads to the Sith Academy. And yes! Yes, I see the HKs up there. Fine, let's do this.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities.
How many of these stupid droids do I need to murder? Let's get the points! Luckily, it seems to take less and less of a lightsabering to take these guys down. I appreciate that. And they still give a decent chunk of XP. Not spectacular, but decent. Handmaiden's awesome in combat, so I'm seeing. More HKs, the bad ones, John. The bad ones. Alright, invisible dudes, let's do this. I do like that Handmaiden is using her force jump in combat. That looks just badass, seeing AI do that. I like it. Heals out there real quick while I'm thinking about it. And let me check out some of those outfits we got in there too. It's gonna be hard to beat this Zazen Shah Initiate armor. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, this Ossus Keeper robe is perfect for a like a force-using Jedi like Kreia. I have to see if I can put that on her. Let's see, the Nath Cowling, restricted to dark side. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Let's see, Silvar's robe. Ooh, resist dark side and extra dexterity. That could be kind of nice. It's not upgradable though, so that's kind of unfortunate. And what's this? That's heavy. I don't think Bayodur can equip heavy stuff. I don't think we ever found a way to get him to do that. Let's double check though. Just in case. No, we never did get him the ability to equip heavy armor. So, yeah, I think we're good for the moment then. Chill, John Williams. Criminy. I hope you find robes you like. Jedi wear robes. Although you are the Exile, and you know what the Exile is known for? Accessorizing, that's right. It's a well-known piece of Star Wars canon that the Exile had was very strong in the Force and had a very strong sense of passion. Look it up on Wikipedia. Probably a thing.
That cave, it almost has a presence about it. Evil, almost hungry.
There is great power and dark energy within this cave. I would advise you to finish your explorations within the Academy before venturing into the cave.
Alright, I can do that. Hello. Hey dudes. Of course I'm not venturing into the cave, but things are venturing out of the cave at me. Let's see. Kreia told you there's great power coming from a cave on Korriban. She advised you to explore the academy before venturing into the cave. Alright. So I'm going to take Kreia's advice right here. We are going to come back to that cave on our way back to the ship. See what we can find then. Dark energy solved before dark matter? Oh. I know I'm probably like the considered the crazy one here, but I'm not a big fan of dark matter theory. I don't care for it. I've had very intelligent people debate me about this, and I may just be stubborn at this point, but I don't care for it. I remember these guys from KOTOR 1 as well, with horned goat-like enemies. They weren't too much of a threat then, I don't think. They don't seem to be too much of a threat now. Tukata is, I think maybe how it's pronounced. There's that jump. Nice. Alright, see if there's anything to grab out here. And then we are at the back door of the academy, so we can go ahead head in right there. I've seen that one too, Joe Visitor. Or I should say, it's dark energy is sort of a different thing from dark matter. They're not necessarily related, but dark matter is the one I have problems with. Dark energy is a whole other ball of wax. Oh hey! Who do we have here? Our old friend Rockface from the beginning of the game. Remember last time we tangled with this guy, he cut off Krea's hand.
Her apprentice is here. Find him.
Oh, that's not ominous at all. Alright! So this place is not nearly as abandoned as we were led to believe. What a surprise. Well, that's okay. We've certainly kicked enough ass to get to this point. We will continue to do so if necessary. Let's see what there is to find around here. And we got a level to take care of right there. See, topological flaw in space-time. That's kind of a cool way to think about it. I've seen a couple of different theories that don't require dark matter to explain the observations. I don't know how good any of them are necessarily. Wait, hang on. Major only gets one skill point now? Really? That's a little bizarre. Well, guess let's put it into computer use. Wonder how that came about. Feats. What do we want to give him next? As far as feats, what were we giving him anyway? I guess I could go conditioning if we don't have anything else to give him. Oh, we're working our way through Master Dual Strike. May as well give him a little bit extra damage right there. I'm down with that. And powers, we already gave him Force Aura to give him a little bit extra survivability. So next we want to continue the theme of survivability, I suspect. Although Burst of Speed, I mean Burst of Speed's pretty much good on any Force user, so let's go ahead and give him that. See if that helps him out any. That always throws me. Yeah, the total net charge, that's I mean, it would make sense, because supposedly the Big Bang did create a symmetry between energy and matter as far as distribution. So that would be pretty interesting. As matter exists and is palpable, one tends to think the opposite of existing matter is non-existence or void. I know, it's strange, but it's hard to get your head around under the best of circumstances. Like I said, I don't care for it. I don't care for that theory. Alright, so here's the students that we saw a second ago. And as it turns out, they're kind of scrub lords. Was that seriously the two that was standing at his side? Wow, they were nothing! Alright. Anybody in here? Hello? More dead students in here, that's a little weird. Alright, I remember the temple being pretty good sized. The question is, where do we want to start exploring? That way is locked. So that's off the list. How about down here? Deadly Tukata. Interesting. I wonder what he's different. Just better stats or what? And of course I'm not lined up enough to force jump. Dang it. Well, there's still scrub lords, as you can see here. Oh no, Wheel Skellington. Learning about physics is good, but maybe Pokemon not the best of places to be learning your physics. Just saying. Is somebody shooting at me? I swore I heard blaster bolts a second ago. Oh hey, and the foot lockers are all looted. That's unfortunate. Oh, this one isn't. Speak of the devil. See if he can get in there. Maybe there's still some loot left on this planet. Oh, a few credits, I'll take that. Yeah, that is an actual theory, Joe Visitor. It's an interesting theory, too. We don't really have any proof that it has happened. We have good evidence that it could happen, though, which is something in and of itself. Chopping dudes down. Another one over here, it looks like. So even though there's still people in the academy, this place has been overrun and it's just in tatters. It seems on its face to be a strange place to be teaching, but as Kreia said, the Force is still powerful here. So even with this place being a titanic dump, there's still uses for it. If you're a Darksider anyway. Yeah, right, that's what I'm saying, Elena, is we've actually observed directly antimatter. And I know there is a lot of things in physics that physics and science that we'll never be able to observe directly. My physics professor actually had a really cool lesson about that. I should tell that story someday, but the bottom line is I'm not convinced. Certainly I'm no physicist, I'm no policymaker, I'm not one of the people that needs to be convinced, but I'd like to be more convinced, I suppose. Alright, so Handmaiden has pretty much everything, it would seem. Got all the good stuff that I'm usually been giving everybody, so what do I want to give her next is the question. I definitely don't want to give her a precise shot. She's got Flurry, so I don't really care about the other stuff there. Improved conditioning at this point might not be a bad idea. Oh, Advanced Jedi Defense. Sure, why not? Get a little bit more extra deflection right there. Could be nice. And I'll give her Master Valor. Sure, why not? Space Ghosts. Sure, Space Ghost Coast to Coast? Maybe? I'd be down for that. Well, that's certainly not a bad way to look at it. Sometimes you just gotta chill out, Joe Visitor, but me, I am a huge nerd for theoretical physics. So this is the stuff I like to be armpit deep into at all times. Love learning about this stuff, love keeping up with all the latest theories, the latest discoveries. That's why I'm getting so animated about this stuff is all. Yeah, I remember that one. And for a second it was exciting, but no, it just didn't hold water, unfortunately, Courier. Alright. How close is my character to leveling up? Oh, like 350 XP. So that's like 1 or 2 enemies. As always, so close. So close. Might be a couple more around here we can farm some XPs off, since there's a couple corridors we haven't explored yet. Up, computer panel. Bayodur, see if you can work your wizardry. Sith Academy Student Terminal, enter student identification. I remember this one from KOTOR 1 as well. Magnetism. Do there need to be more theories about magnetism? I thought we had that one pretty solved. Which is to say, no, I don't think so, Joe. What do we got going on? Alright, bypass login and manually create an ID. ID recognized, creating new user account. Your new student ID is, wow, memorize your ID. Losing this user ID may result in disciplinary action. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Oh no! Well, there's a computer use one right here, so I'm going to assume this one's the correct one. Greetings, student. Message of the day follows. Due to the absence of a headmaster, we have switched to an automated training system until further notice. Access learning material. Level 1 access granted. Oh, hey, we opened one of those doors. Access the level, take the level 1 written test. Ooh. There's actually a written test in here. That's kind of insane. See what else there is to see in here. Access system commands. Can't get to those. Alright. That's pretty nuts. Let's see. You've accessed the Sith Academy automated training system. You need to complete a test on the computer panel to gain access to the training room. There may be some helpful information in the library. Sure. Let's go do some studying. I mean, if we're trapped in this temple, we may as well make the best of what we've got. How do they work? Synchronized subatomic spin. That's how they work.
Yeah?
And it's awesome. Alright, some more components. Wow, that is a shitload of components if I was reading that number right. That might be worth breaking some of those down later on. Is that panel marked? Good, that panel is marked on my map since looks like we're going to need to come back to that terminal a little bit later. Bag right here too. Gel Shea belt and a data pad about 2 kata. These 2 katas are getting to be a major obstacle in our hunt for Sith holocrons. We've been trying to use our stealth generators to sneak past them, but then some fool bumped into one of them wandering around and got himself eaten. Now the taste of fresh blood has driven these damn beasts wild. Also, treasure hunters are the problem here, it sounds like. Huh, that would be interesting. I wonder what would drive that theory. Might have to look into that. Quantum entanglement, aka, as Einstein called it rather famously, spooky action at a distance. Which, how could you possibly give any physics theory a better name than spooky action at a distance? That's awesome. Yeah, very, very odd property right there, Elena. I learned about that. Darth Malik's armor. Ooh. Probably dark side only, unfortunately. Alright, let's get that level. So I'm what, level 24? Either going on 24 or going on 25 right now. That's awesome. Get my persuade point. Feats, I was going for prestige feats last time, I believe. So superior weapon focus lightsaber 3 is I think I'm gonna want to get this time. Go ahead and grab that. That may lead to me one-shotting more enemies since I've been just a pixel or 2 away recently. Powers. What do I get now? Let's take a look around. Mind trick. Don't want any dark side powers because that's not the way I do. Or suppression. I mean, it's not a buff, and I've been focusing on buffs. But that might be nice to have just as a backup. Yeah, let's get force suppression. Good, oh shit power for the future, I think. Especially since I don't have Kreia. Because I don't have Kreia with me right now. Could be a nice backup to have somebody with it right there. Lightsaber is like cut through bozos like butter. I like that phrasing. 12 point. It's such a great line. I love it, Will Skellington. I suppose that what you're saying is true about the solar storms. I haven't heard of that theory, though. I'm going to have to look into that after the stream. I love anything theoretical physics or cosmological physics. Just the big scale physics stuff. So that's just delicious candy to me right there. Force breach. Yeah, that's another good one, Elena. I will have to look into that one as well. Alright, library. Which way was the library? Right around the corner here? Alright, let's do some homework! Woo! 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 Hey, Sith Assassin. What's going on, dude? Oh, no. Didn't one-shot that guy anyway. But that's okay. There's many more dudes to chop down. Well, not anymore, because I just chopped them all down. But, you know, theoretically, in the future, there will be some more dudes to chop down. Yeah, gravitrons are still a theoretical particle. We have a pretty good handle on how gravity works, but not the exact mechanism by which it works. That's weird. Making up JoJo stands, oh my goodness. I mean, that's certainly one nice thing about it. Datapad thorium charges. Contractors, read this first. Use the thorium charges in this locker only as a last resort to clear a blocked door. The structure is very old and unstable, and cave-ins could damage or destroy the artifacts we were sent here to collect. Ooh.
Yeah?
I know there was something written in that datapad, but all I read is, in this box be magic keys that open any door. So that's exciting. Let's go ahead and quick save, and there are a lot of terminals to look at, although most of them seem to be busted. We'll see which ones are working. This one right here is. That's the error primary buffer overflow data corrupted. Well, let's bypass the systems to the secondary. Success. Oh, I remember this from the first game. We had to learn this stuff before we could take the test to get into the academy. Well, that's awesome. Hey, Emperor, welcome in. How are you doing tonight, my friend? Hope things are going good with you. Helium cooled to absolute zero. No, that sounds awesome. Oh, I want to see that there. I don't know. I still have high hopes for the next Dragon Age game, which I believe is the next big single-player RPG BioWare is working on. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt right there. There was another cache on Duxon that I never got into. That is true. I had forgotten about that, Elena. History of the Sith. Error volume has been deleted, returning to main. Holocrons. The Academy contains a large collection of Sith holocrons. Basic holocrons containing a variety of historical and training information have recently been made available to students in the library. Flora and fauna. Error volume has been deleted. The Sith Code. Sith Code messages followed. Peace is a lie, there is only passion. This I had to memorize in KOTOR 1. Peace is a lie, there is only passion. Through passion I gain strength. Through strength I gain power. Through power I gain victory. Through victory my chains are broken. I'm going to go through that one more time because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to remember it right there. Baldur's Gate, are you even listening to us, Emperor? What? You gotta speak up. You gotta speak up, Emperor. I'm an old man. I can't hear very well. Let's see. So let's try this one more time. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Strength, I gain power. Power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. All right. But knowing that, let's head back to the console in the students' room and see if I can take whatever test that was and get access to some more locations in here. Stay hydrated. I've seen that bot around recently. That is so surreal. But yes, I have. I have a vanilla Coke next to me and a gigantic-ass glass of water that I'll be sipping on once I finish my Coke.
Let's go.
But thank you for asking, Emperor. Very kind of you. For some reason, the rest of my party decided to stay behind. Cool. Alright, take the level 1 written test. The level 1 test contains 5 questions. At the end of the test, you will be told how many questions you answered correctly. To proceed to level 2, you must correctly answer 4 questions. It is recommended that you study the learning material in the library before proceeding. Alright, begin test. Question 1. Which of the following Sith Lords does not possess a tomb on Korriban? That's Frieden Nad? Sure. A number of Sith Lords conducted the burial ritual of the Great Mark of Ragnos. The ritual required all Sith Lords in attendance to be evenly spaced in a perfect circle. Ludo Kresh led the ritual from the coveted 6th position, directly opposite Samus in the 16th position. How many Sith Lords conducted the burial ritual? That one was deleted in the computer. That one was deleted, so this isn't really helping. I'm going to guess 32. Which of the following creatures would be least suitable as a pet for a Sith Master? Boma Beast? Which of the following statements is not a paradox? This one? The path to breaking chains is, the passion, strength, power victory. Test results, 2 out of 5 tests failed. Dang it. That didn't work. Well, screw this test. I don't need your tests. I don't need anything. I'm just gonna use explosives. Just gonna explode my way through this academy. That's the ticket. That's what we'll do. See, let me catch up real quick. Dax, you have to play some Overwatch. Alright, good luck, Dax, if you're still around. Sorry I missed that. Have a good game. Have a good couple of games. Play well, win some, and I'll see you around. Thanks for stopping by. 2018 is the year that games with Thaco make a comeback. Oh, please no. Please never Thaco again. I would be so happy with that. See, there's some neat YouTube videos on it. Looks like water, but does all kinds of weird things with viscosity. Ooh. If you happen to have a link to that, Joe, could you DM me on Discord by any chance? That sounds right up my alley. Obviously, nobody conducted the burial ritual. They're all dead. Trick question, Emperor. I think you might be onto something right there. Is that freaking heck? Is that emote right there? Oh, that's from Beams. That's adorable. I like that one, Dex. Very cute. Oh, that was a logic math puzzle. I was a little worried that it might be. But then I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be getting enough of these questions right to be working on it real hard right there. Possible. I believe that, Elena. But possible for me, that's a whole different matter right there. Somebody got a cam. I did. No name. Welcome in. How are you doing? Long time no see. Yeah, got a cam a couple weeks ago now. So I hope you enjoy. I know it's pretty different. But yeah, I hope it is a thing. Hang on just a second over here. My preview video for Twitch just went out on me. I had to make sure I was still live. Got a little scary for a second there. Hopefully you guys didn't see any blips or anything. You need the test? Oh no, I'll head back there then, see what else there is. Yeah, long time no see, Zanoni. Hope everything has been going well for you. And Uncle Lulu, welcome in too. Hope everything's been going well with you too. Thaco, more like Thaco, jeez. It's the truth. Yeah, they changed all of the emotes that they wanted to keep around permanently on Twitch. They were part of old Twitch ad campaigns. They renamed to take out the reference to the ad campaigns. 2-hit armor class 20. I'm in. No, I can't. 2-hit animal zodiacs. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, glad you got the chance to stop by as well. Hope you've been, like I said, I hope you've been doing well. Zeno name. Hope everything has been going good for you. The emote failed you exactly. Betrayed by the frog. Hello. What is that?
What's going on?
Huh. That's weird. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Can just heal that away. It's fine. It's no biggie. Get over here and I'll heal you up. After I take out the Sith assassin. There we go. Actually got the healing done first, but that's okay. I'm not really bothered by these guys. Good deal. Betrayed by Twitch. Yeah, that's a green gas cloud. Usually a bad thing in video games. Usually a big sign. Don't touch this. Don't breathe that in. Finish physical therapy. Well, that's a good step in the right direction then, Zoname. Congratulations. Hope whatever your next step is, if getting employed, if that's what you're looking for, goes well. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. I know that can be frustrating. Coming out of that injury and looking to get back on your feet quickly and having trouble doing that, but I will keep my finger crossed for you in that respect.
Poison.
Alright, let's get out of this hallway and then I'll heal both of them up. Come on, folks. Get away from the deadly gases. There we go. Alright, so that hallway is a bust, but we may need to pass some tests before we can get back in there. Speaking of... this door at least has a security indicator on there, so maybe we can pick it? Alright, so we can get in here. Let's see what's back in this area. Goodies, I'll take that for a start. Green gas can be healing gas. What game was it healing gas in? Oh, is that Overwatch? Thinking of Overwatch with yeah, the healing grenades. That could be what you're thinking of. Sith written test. You have failed me for the last time, Chanel. You've never failed for the last time if you've got saves. This is the truth. Wonderful, beautiful video gamey truth. You can fail over again on a public stream where everyone can see it. It's a beautiful thing, yeah. Oh, he's yellow in Overwatch. It has been a long time since I played Overwatch. Exactly as you imagined. I'll take that. Hopefully that's a good thing. Overwatch, more like overbutt. Only if you're playing, Widowmaker all the time. In which case, yeah, definitely, 100%.
I'll have this open in no time.
Oh, the green healing gas in Warframe and Jack and Daxter. That is true. That is true. I forgot both of those. Viltrikin, welcome in. How are you doing this evening, my friend? Hope everything's going well for you. Oh no, Viltrikin! Got so excited that Nightbot got offended. But congratulations getting in the hype squad there, Viltrikin. Alright, so that leaves one door left I haven't checked. That's the main door right here. Let's see what's down here. And this one also has a lock indicator on it, so maybe we can pick it.
Child's play.
And this way does not look like a good way forward. Yeah, this way is blocked by rubble, so we're not getting through there. So yeah, that means, oh, hello. This was a tarp. But a trap for who? Me? Or these idiots that thought to lock themselves in here with me? Well, they're all dead and I'm not, so I'm gonna say the joke's on them. But yeah, congratulations, Viltrikin. That's very cool. And Discord, I like Discord a lot. Discord is definitely something worth getting hype about. Hey, Pox David, long time no see. How have you been? Hope things have been going well for you. Alright, so we need to do this test then.
Let's go.
That's about all we can do. Oh, can we access the training room now? No, we need to finish the written test first. Alright. And, in the interest of not staying here all night, if anyone has any suggestions for, the test questions here, I'm open to it. Feel free to pop those in chat. Never apologize for being excited, Zenoname. Enthusiasm is a universal good. Oh, coffee, delicious. Alright, it's not 2. Oh, Frida Nad is the guy on Duxon. Alright. Cool. So then after that, this one you said is a math puzzle, and I think I know what the crux of the math puzzle is that 6 was across from position 16. So, I probably work that out, since I do have a piece of paper right here. I think that one should be relatively straightforward. Get good, 12 points. Oh, if only. I've been trying. Check right here. If what I'm thinking works right here. So the evenly spaced in a perfect circle means there has to be an even number. So let's try this out. See, six less than the max. That's tricky. Evenly spaced in a perfect circle. So trying to picture this in my head so I can do the math correctly. So 5, 15. I think if I do the just sort of keep matching everybody up here, I should be able to figure this out. At that point, we need more going upwards, I think. Right? Yeah, that would have to be. So I think no, it would be more than 20, wouldn't it? Let's see. So what's 16 plus 6? Oh, yeah, because it would be that. All right, so that would be 24. I think that's what I was working towards on my notepad anyway, so we're going to go with that. Except there is no 24 on here. Dang it! Oh, 16 plus 6. No, I was thinking 16 plus 8. I'm thinking of like 3 things at once. Forgive me. So that's 22, which we do have on there. That makes sense. Gonna catch up on chat real quick, too. Enjoy the coffee, Zenoname. Just brute force it, just pick them all. That's the problem, is it doesn't tell you which questions you got right and wrong. So brute forcing it is tremendously difficult. Yeah, literal math versus picturing a physical circle. Master of fake math, beautiful. Pox's life is good. You got a job at the Swedish Transport Administration as an environmental project engineer. Sounds fancy. But you need to move 10 hours away. Oh no. Well, you know, a good job can lead to all kinds of other things, and moving 10 hours away is a good chance to get a fresh start. You never know. If a fresh start could open all kinds of doors that you never even would have imagined walking through before. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that works out great for you, Pox David, right there. Yeah, so 22, I think 22 sounds... Oh, just literally brute force it. Punch it! Pow! Alright, 22, let's go with that. Which of the following creatures would be least suitable as a pet for a Sith Master? Well, Hissus, we already know, are possessed by Sith spirits, so let's rule that out. Tukata seem like evil bastards. I don't remember Shirak, Gizka, and Bomba Beast. Gizka, I think I remember them from the first KOTOR, but I'm drawing a... Oh, the Gizka! Those are the little... Oh, those little tiny guys. Alright, that makes sense. Which of the following statements is not a paradox? Well, I always lie. I believe that's a paradox. Yeah, that one's a paradox. So number 2 is out. This statement is false. I think that's always a paradox. Yeah, that one's always a paradox. Is no the answer to the question? That one's a paradox as well. So that just leaves number 1 and number 4. So it's... Unless I've got my formalized logic wrong, which, let's be honest, it's been a while. Oh yeah, the Gizkas were the little bastards that infested my ship in the first one. I forgot that, Illuminante. And also, in case I forgot to say, welcome in, Illuminante. How are you doing this evening? Do you gotta eat the Sith? Well, they'd probably like that. They're kind of cranky people. Look, the stream won't be further away. That's true, too. Alright, so... which one is not a paradox? So I need to figure out which one 1 and 4 are is a paradox then. I think 1's not a paradox. Let's go with it. And this one, I remember passion comes first. So that one's easy enough. Test results. 3 out of 5, damn it! Let's try this again. It's a free add. 22 Gizka. An effort was made. What did I miss then? Test result 2 suck. Oh, it was 20? No. Alright, let's try that out then. I'm up for anything to get through this. Read Ned, 20, Gizka, maybe this one? 4 out of 5, I'll take it. Fine. Oh, that one's not a paradox, is it? Oh God. You can tell I'm a little tired tonight, Joe. I totally missed that one. Hey, Machine! Machine, welcome in to Machine and your viewers. Good to see ya. Give me just a second. I think a shout out is necessary here. But very good to see you here, Machine. How are things going tonight? I saw you playing. Congrats on finding a hidden command as a no-name. But how are things going tonight, Machine? I saw you playing PUBG earlier. How would that go for you? Were there any chicken dinners on the menu for you tonight? You getting a cold so you won't be here long? Well, that's good. Definitely, when you get a cold, you definitely need all the rest you can get. But I appreciate you stopping in. I appreciate you throwing that host at me as well. Welcome in, Machine's viewers. Good to see all of you in here. And ladies and gents, if you haven't followed Machine right before, you should. He's amazing. I love watching him play PUBG. I don't even like playing PUBG. Watching him play is a delight and a joy. And I learned a lot about PUBG and first-person shooters in general. So make sure and throw him a follow if you're not already. And yeah, welcome in Machine's viewers. My name's Shane. This is Shane is Games. I play the weird, obscure, unusual, nostalgic, and tonight we're going nostalgic with a little bit of KOTOR 2. No dinners, rough games. Ah, sorry to hear that, Machine. It's probably just the cold. I'd blame it all on the cold, though. The Drab, yeah, the System Shock remake got put on hold. That is frustrating, but the explanation made sense at least. They had kind of a project creep, so we'll see if maybe they can get out of that. Well, we're already past it, so it's no big deal. I don't think we have any mods in here at the moment. 12 points. So let's see. Let's access the training room now. Alright, good. Another new room to access. And yeah, if you want to DM me that link on Discord or in Whispers, if you could, 12 point, I would be happy to check it out after the stream. Oh, and we got more assassins, too. That's fine. I'm good at dealing with them. Like, you'd think assassins would either be a little more competent or smart enough to realize, hey, this guy is just chopping his way through assassins. Maybe we should change the game plan. Alright, take care of yourself, Machine. Here's hoping you feel better after a good rest, and if not, here's hoping you just feel better soon. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you, buddy. Alright, so there's the training room down this way, looks like. I think so. Alright, I got that whisper there, 12-point courier. Thank you for whispering that to me. I will take a look as soon as possible. Alright, so slip past there.
Poison.
Wait for them to get past, and then I will heal them up. There's ease peas. You know, quick save as well. Assassins, obviously. Clearly. Clearly. Oops. Alright. Alright, so there's a computer panel in here, and there's a bunch of critters that are inexplicably alive in here. Oh, it says they're starving, though, so probably not for too long. I don't see anything else in here, so...
What's going on?
Bayodur, check out the computer panel. To access system commands. System commands disabled this terminal. Dang it. Begin training sequence? Error level 2 training sequence corrupted, resolving. Resolved level 16 training sequence initiated. Oh no. That's just these guys? I mean, if they're starving, I don't know that they're that much of an issue, but... Level 16 sounds pretty intense on a normal day, though, so... I'm gonna assume when these guys were all at full strength, this would have been a heck of a test. Lucky for me, it's not much from now. So, did I pass? Is that a good thing? Doesn't look like a trap at all, no.
What's going on?
Alright, anything else to see in this room then? Training complete, processing results. Training failed, reason time elapsed. Infraction, unacceptable performance for level 16 student. Report to detention room for disciplinary action. Well, that opened up a new room. I'll take that. Suppose that's all we can do for right now. We need to keep picking our way through this place. And it's right on the other side here, so that's not hard to get to at least. Hey, Chutoy, welcome in. Good to see you. And Stormwind, welcome in as well. How is everyone doing tonight? Good to see both of you. Now flog yourself. That comes later, Joe. Holy crap!
Another great Jedi lost.
Master Lana Vash lies dead before you. Damn it! She was a member of the Jedi Council. Shoot, I suppose it was inevitable one of them wasn't going to be found in here, but oh, jeez. Finding one of them dead in a cage in a Sith temple, that's not exactly how I was hoping for things to go down, that's for sure. Start your lurking session. Alright, enjoy your lurks, as a no-name. I'm glad to see you again. Glad to see things are going in the right direction for you anyway. You watch it on phone, so not as much shit posting today. Well, enjoy your phone watch there, Chutoy, and glad to see you in here. Back to your first attempt. Alright, take care of yourself, Dex, and I will hopefully see you around soon. And good luck as well. Critical mission failure, time to restart the game. Yeah, that's all we can do. We didn't get here quick enough. My bad. I've turned things around. Delete our saves. Start over again from the beginning. Oh, don't worry. We'll save her next time. We'll get this eventually.
What's going on?
Alright, Bayodur, see what you can do here. Don't have an identification to put in here. Schedule disciplinary action? No, let's not screw around with that right now. Let's see if there's anything else to see in this room before we do anything with that. Datapad Lana Vash. This is the journal of Master Lana Vash. I found the Sith that I came to Korriban looking for. I am no fool, but I fell neatly into their trap. Their leader, Darth Sion, that might be Rockface, is a perversion of the dark side such as I have not seen before. Though he was cunning enough to capture me, he seems otherwise to be a volatile brute, and therefore should be easily coerced. If I keep my wits about me, and I have no doubt I'll escape the situation. Before I was captured, I managed to create a system account under my name on the console in the room here. That will allow me to open the door back to the valley. Oh, not clear what went wrong with her plan, but clearly this, her confidence in escape was misplaced. But since she created an account in the computer, that means we have hope for doing something with it as well. Let's see what we can get in there. The stim posting. That too. Stimmy the Roiden Jedi. That is such a good story. I love that. Alright. So, let's see. Access system commands. Enter as identification Lana Vash. That's cool. You don't need a password for this computer, just a username. Very secure. Open the front door. Alright. So we should be able to escape now, with any luck. See if we can find that door and get the hell out of here. If I'll miss you meatbag chatters, of course. Of course I will, Unanimous. No AI can possibly replace you guys. You guys are the best. Confirmed. Can confirm. Uh-oh. Shit.
Did you come here for answers? There are none. The call of Korriban is strong, but it is the call of the dead. It is fitting you came here. I have studied you and found nothing but weakness. Yet still she clutches at you, as if you are all that gives her life.
Alright, I need some answers here. How do you know Kreia?
I know her as an apprentice knows their master, and as a master knows an apprentice.
Alright, that's vague, thanks for that. What do you want with her?
I want her to die, and see all that she has built cast down. All that she holds dear, in shards, at her feet.
Alright, that's a clear goal at least. Thank you for the clear answer. Yes, fellow humans, bots will shitpost in the future. They definitely do not do so yet. Wink wink, Nightbot, right there. And yeah, technically username is a password if no one knows what the usernames are, but you don't have the 2 points of security right there. That's bad. Bad stuff. What does Kreia want with me?
She clings to hope that perhaps she can train one as great as her first. She is a fool who escaped death once. She will not do so again.
Let's see, I'm not going to let you harm Kreia.
But you do not know her as I do. You have not survived her teachings as I have, and you have not bested her in battle as I have. You are nothing. Yet still she walks with you, is willing to sacrifice herself for you. I have studied you. I know the paths you walked in exile. I know your teacher. I know the fires that raged upon the Duxon Moon while the Republic died around you. You know war. You know battle. And I know of Malachor. You saw the heart of war, what Malachor wrought, yet you turned away from it. You are a wretched thing, a thing of weakness and fear. You are her apprentice in name only. I am the master. And that is why you will die.
Holy crap, alright. Having to take on a Sith Lord. Legit. So, let's be really careful and assume this guy is going to be super duper badass. Let's cast some buffs first of all. Alright, some good buffs for me. Handmaiden. Handmaiden, you go ahead and do pretty much the same. I don't think... I don't know, Battle Meditation I think is a party-wide, so I don't need to cast that one again. Or cast Force Armor 2 and that. And then I'll have her go ahead and jump in and get started. Bayodur, you don't have too much in the way of buffs. And also, for some reason, you can't cast any of them. Oh, restricted by armor. Right. Right, he's wearing good armor, so he can't cast any of his force abilities. Gotcha. Forgot about that. Alright, in that case, just jump in there. And go. And, of course, for some reason, none of my commands are queued up. There we go. I want to get those buffs online. Take out these Sith assassins as well. Also, I'm going to throw down a quick healing so that nobody's poisoned, because that's just weird. Come on, do your stuff.
Sire, he cannot be defeated. He is not a beast of flesh and blood. This is not a battle that can be won. Flee.
Thanks for the information.
There will be another time, but it is not now. Not here, while Korriban runs through him.
Let's leave! Leave in a hurry! From the apparently immortal Sith Lord.
She protects him, shields him. Find him, hunt him wherever he travels. He will not escape me again. I will bring his corpse to her, cast it at her feet. It will be as if killing her children. I will kill all she protects, all she shields, until her hands are drenched in blood.
This guy's got some baggage. Get us healed up. Quick save real quick and catch up on shit. Sorry about that. Let's see, logins are not necessary if users don't need to address each other. Untrue, Unanimous. If it's a networked system, which most of the times use logins, it is network systems, you need some way to identify discrete user storage. That's a big thing as well. This fella seems to know me. Yeah, he knows Kreia somehow, and so he knows me through that. But we're not 100% clear on what went on there. It seems like Kreia was his master, but there's still some questions we need to answer. Master Flurry versus Darth Sion. Battle of the century right there. Hey, he's an interesting character design there, Cat Crasher, definitely. Jealous X is a mid-boss? Shameful. Shameful, Unanimous. Oh, let's see. Did you see the background of Kreia's Force Skype? I wasn't actually paying attention. I probably should have noticed that right there. They got the same right eye. Until her hands are drenched in blood? Dude, he cut off one of her hands. You already forgot about it. That's just disrespectful. Alright. Well, we need some way to access your internal ID from any location at the, for most purposes, I should say. And if you have to know and use your network ID, then it may as well be a username. We're kind of getting into semantics right there, but I mean IT, Unanimous. Trust me on this one. I know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's check out this Chirac cave then. Now that we've explored the academy. See what exactly the darkness in here is then. Half-eaten corpse. Bad times. Datapack, Tukata, and Chirac. Datapad appears to have belonged to a Sith Tukata trainer. I've released several of my best trained Tukata into the caves to finally eradicate the Chirac infestation. So far so good. My only concern is the eagerness the beasts have for the hunt. I must apply extra punishment to the Tukata that ignore their masters before they revert back to their predatory nature. Oh good, lots of badass beasts in here. That's alright. Should be able to handle this. Just keep our eyes, keep our wits about us. And use the good powers.
Take them down.
Hopefully we should be able to do that. Bought a couple of Chiracs at the entrance to the cave. So we know they're not indestructible or anything like that. Let's work together. Focus our efforts. I think we can do this. Oh yeah, I'm not even sure if we're getting damaged by these guys here. They look like they were fighting each other though, so it appears that guy's plan was working. Here's some more coming down the mouth of the cave. Nice! You were gonna cry if I skipped the cave. No. As soon as I walk past that door and Kray's like, hey, don't go down there yet, I'm like, I'm going in there eventually. I can't not go in this cave. Now I'm curious. I remember going in here in KOTOR 1 as well. Well, no, see, Trav, I was paused for most of that time. And now I'm ducking in this cave to throw them off. They expect me to run right back to my ship. They'll never suspect that I go into this random cave for no real reason. That's using your head right there. Clever tactics right there. Hashtag Jedi strats. Take notes, kids. There will be a level 1 quiz later. Seem to be made from wet paper bags. I appreciate. I enjoy fighting some wet paper bags here. Makes my life a little bit easier. Let's see. In Switzerland, banks all you needed was the right account number to get access to the deposit box, so the account number was the password. Functionally, yeah. Caves are not quite as spooky when you outlevel them by 3 planets. That's nice, at least. I figured since you can do the planets in any order, it would be... I thought the game would have some protections against outleveling too much. But I suppose, you know, there's always going to be some way to get powerful in a way that the game has a little bit trouble compensating for. Either way, I feel like actually running into one of the Sith Lords here makes this actually a good place to have come last. Adds a nice sense of escalation to the storyline, if nothing else. There's so many of these guys. I can see why they had a trouble with the infestation. So many of them. Alright, let's go down and take out the rest of these guys while they're right here. Go! Cut them down. Wow, there's a lot of them here. I don't want to get too far off track so I get lost or anything, but there's just a lot of dudes here. I mean, it translates to a good chunk of XP, I'm sure, but a lot of dudes still. Alright, what do we got down here? I need a plan of attack. There's a lot of ways to explore in here. I think I'm probably going to want to go across the bridge. If I remember correctly from KOTOR 1, this bridge led to the deepest part of the cave. Let's go ahead and check down here, and then we can check out the honeycomb that is the pathways behind us. Oh, Sith Assassin behind us. Hey, dude. What's going on?
This won't take long.
This isn't ending well for these poor Sith Assassins. Every one of them seems really convinced they're going to be doing so much better than the rest. Look at this, there's like twice as many as there normally are now. And they're dead. RIP! Chanel had 30 viewers that were ranged in a circle. Emperor was in the coveted 3rd position, directly across from Elena in the 17th. How many useless items did Shane loot and never use? All of them? The correct answer is all of them ever. Oh, nothing gives me the warm fuzzies, Elena, like going into the final boss battle with tons of items that I never made any use of whatsoever. It's a good feeling. Oh, and we got some more of these invisible guys, too. Their invisibility will not save them. I don't want to say their names because Hissus is a stupid name. Just try saying it out loud. It's unpleasant. Some more dark side energy right there.
The power I felt coming through the cave is just ahead. I believe you are strong enough to explore the tomb ahead. This tomb has not been plundered. Its mysteries may still be intact, but so might its traps. Take great caution.
I just can't move forward. Can you do this without me?
This is a barrier of the dark side. I cannot pass.
You will have to face the challenges of this tomb alone. Are you ready?
If I have to go alone, yeah, I think I can do this. Always spooky going alone in these games, but hopefully there's not too much temple back here that I have to solo. Hello? Wait a second.
Do not heed the words of the Jedi Council. The Republic will fall if we do not act now. Already the Mandalorians have taken 3 systems along the Rim. They will only grow more powerful with time. Come stand with me. We will use our might to help the Republic in its time of need. Join Revan and I. Together, we will battle this menace.
Malik, holy crap. See, I've been here. This is when you first recruited me for the Mandalorian War.
The Jedi Council is wise, but will take too long to deal with this threat. We must act now to stop the Mandalorians. I have heard of you. Your masters speak well of you, of your skills in battle. Join us.
On Animus, you were so disappointed when Bayo-Dur became a Jedi but didn't get a laser arm. Oh my god, I hadn't even thought of that. If he had a lightsaber arm, that would be so badass. If it isn't nailed down, Chanel picks it up. It's true. Randy Hoarder loves hoarding. Bets on Scion showing up? Oof. I wouldn't rule it out for a second, Emperor. Besides, the game gives you a choice to ignore Kreia and walk in with people you trust more than her. Oh, wait. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Yeah, I noticed Basil over there too. I wasn't going to say anything, but I see her. I see her over there. Master Randy Hoarder. Lots of options I got right here. You won't take me to the dark side.
The dark side? This is survival. The Council seems content to watch, to debate, while entire systems fall to the Mandalorians. If we don't act now, there may be no Republic army to assist in the future. I sense you will join us. What are your reasons?
I couldn't sit by while so many suffered.
A good reason. Delay would have brought ruin, and there was much suffering. You had to act. It was within our power to end the war, and the Council chose to debate behind closed doors, while planets burned.
Owen, welcome in. How are you doing tonight, Owen? So we'll be getting Shayna's games playing Old Republic after this? Actually, that is the plan. It might not be for quite some time after this, but I do want to play it eventually, specifically to check out the storyline that everyone calls KOTOR 3. And welcome in, Owen. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you as always. Handsome, jawful Malik. He's so pretty. Let's see. Ooh, man, this is a tough one. There's a lot of options here. I mean, to be fair, we never gave the Council a chance to reveal what their plan was.
Their vaunted wisdom bred only in action, and that would have led to destruction greater than anything born of the dark side.
You notice he was using past tense there all of a sudden.
So, if you could do it all again, the real question is, would you? The Mandalorians await on the edge of space, eager to crush the Republic. You know how this turns out. Would you do it any different, knowing what it costs you? Knowing what it costs the rest?
Oh. That's a hell of a question right there. Hell of a question. I don't have to read chat. That's true, Owen. I can just ignore a group chat if I'm just going solo. That definitely makes most MMOs a little bit more tolerable. I don't think I'd do anything different, because I don't know what the outcome of not doing it would be as opposed to what happened. And besides, the choices that I made in that time made me who I am today.
So knowing all that would transpire, would you still follow Revan and I? Excellent. And now you are all alone. Would you join me now? You didn't follow Revan and I down our path. Join us. Your journey hasn't ended yet.
Wait, Bastila didn't join you. She warned us all to obey the council.
She didn't join us that day, but in time, she came to our way of thinking. And even before then, she wavered and wondered what would have happened. It is a familiar path. There were those who wished to follow you to war, yet remain behind. They came to hate you for the choices they wished to make.
Yeah, I have bad memories of Baron's chat, Owen, so I know what you're talking about right there. Look, Malik, I agreed with you going to war against the Mandalorians, but past that, we diverge in a lot of ways, especially on the whole philosophy thing. You know what? I didn't follow you then. I'm not about to change my decision now.
Are you so certain? Every step along the way, we did what we thought was right. Perhaps the same path lays before you. But the time of words are done. Now it is time you experienced the full power of the dark side.
Ah, crap, that's a lot of dudes. What do we got here? Korrigan Sin? Talvin Essen? Nisotsa? Zaset Terep? Bastila, and Malik himself. Oh boy, that's a lot of folks in here. Alright. Alright, let's get some speed going on, and then we're gonna jump right into the combat here. Oh, let's do this. Oh, it's a lot of sabers. Oh, that hurts too. Oh, it hurts. Let's queue up a quick heal in there, maybe. Ow! Alright, I cut him down. And they all disappeared. Okay. Okay, that could have get real bad. So luckily taking down the ghost of Malik, he cleared everyone out. So I should have maybe went straight for him from the beginning, but it's okay. All's well that ends well. You were confronted with a vision of the past when Malik recruited you and the other Jedi for the Mandalorian Wars. You had to choose whether or not to go with Malik and the others. Choose not to, walk in the path of the Jedi. Breath control, yeah, that would have helped a lot there. Detect illusions, I know mistakes were clearly made. Alright, let's see what else is in here, but if we've seen illusions once, I can expect we're gonna see some more illusions in here. Level is amazing! I'm guessing that's not the only choice we're gonna have to face in here either. Alright, these guys aren't too bad though. Don't know how they got this deep in, but I suppose there are some creatures, especially on Korriban, that aren't really bothered by the dark side of the Force, or revel in it. So that could describe these guys right here. Anything of interest in this room? Some rubble. Going on lurk, Emperor? Alright, well thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Enjoy your lurk, and I will see you around. Alright, so I'm going to go down the quote-unquote main path last. I want to make sure I get all the goodies that are in here, if possible. And then we will head down and see what this temple wants of us. I love sequences like this. I love the whole narrative trope of seeing visions that make you question the choices you made in the past. I think that's cool. I think it's an interesting way of, in fantasy settings, of re-examining the choices that your character made and did not make. Especially in a setting like this where the vision is intelligent, actively challenges you on your viewpoints and positions. Nice, those massive beasts can sustain themselves without any source of food and water on Darkseid alone. I mean, there were those other guys they were fighting earlier in the temple, so it's possible they've just been eating them and just sort of wander back here every once in a while. It wasn't like it was locked back here necessarily. And you know, these futuristic doors sometimes have motion sensors. Just slide open and closed at will. Old school BioWare, good at messing with your head. I love it, Owen. One of my favorite things old school BioWare does. Alright, we're going to save real quick. That almost ended in disaster because I almost hit the quick load button. Why did they put them right next to each other? But we're good. Head deeper into the temple. Alright, just some more Shyracks here. You can take them out. Here, ugly dudes. I didn't get a close-up look at their faces before. Kinda gross. Also evil. That's the main reason we're cutting them down. That's the important bit. Let's see what's up here, too. Severed arm holding data pad. Somebody had a bad day. Blown out data pad. The datapad is blown out and inoperable, however its final message remains burnt into the display. The others were confident they could sneak past the Shyrak breeding grounds. I was ordered to lock the door and await their return. I hope they can find us a way out of this tomb. These visions threaten to break through all the discipline I've gained in my training. Well, let's pick the door. That's how I do lockpicking. And screw sneaking. I don't have any. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. There's a whole crap ton of baddies. Let's throw on some speed. See if we can get through this a little quicker. There we go. That should hopefully help me maybe one-shot some of these guys. Sure doesn't look like they're doing much in the way of damage to me, so that's good. It's a little bit, but overall, I'm overwhelming these guys. I can definitely see if you came Korriban early on in the game, this place could be spectacularly dangerous. Hey, Battle Pants, welcome in. How are you doing this evening? Hope all is well with you. Sith Wicker Footlocker? The Wicker is strong on Korriban. They do like Wicker as a design statement, it would appear. Seems a little too folksy for the Sith, personally, John, but yeah, that's how they want their digs to look. Who am I to criticize? It's not my place, certainly. Screw sneaking. Instantly gets eaten by a million spider bat bird monsters because he didn't sneak. That sounds like about the usual way things go on here, Owen, most definitely. But let's be honest, if I was to try and sneak, it probably wouldn't end well anyway. Sneaking is not my forte. Both me as a game player and my character in the game. Just not something he ever took any points in. I think he may actually literally have 0 points in stealth. So that's not going to go well for him. Alright, but we got through there. So we're good there. Let's see, are you saying you like this even more than answering questions about the nature of duty, greater good, and guilt with 3 options? Saying the same one-liner in a slightly different tone? Hey, I know BioWare gets a lot of shit these days, but I still like pretty much everything they put out. I'm gonna say that, too. Master degree in lightsaber fighting with a minor in wicker basket weaving. You gotta diversify, Joe. You gotta get all those skills out there. You want to be a well-rounded Sith Lord. It helps out in the real world, in case you can't find a job just doing Sith stuff. It's a good thing. Alright, more dark side energy here. I'm gonna have to walk through it. Alright, nothing bad seemed to have happened. That's good. Hello.
Com says we've lost another heavy droid transport. How can we break through the Mandalorian lines without support? The path is mined and the place is crawling with enemies. I know we've got our orders to press forward, but we're at quarter strength. We can't, General. It's impossible. We need to retreat.
This is Duxton, the heart of the Mandalorian Crusade.
We know, General, but we just don't have enough men to accomplish our objective, no matter how important. We already lost half the men just getting to the path. They've got the rest of the company pinned down by the crash site. You can't possibly ask the troops to go forward. If you ask us to charge, will it make a difference? Will our sacrifice mean something?
And once again, we've got some difficult questions to answer here. It's called multiclassing. There you go, Will Skellington. Emperor, we continue to move deeper into this spooky Sith temple, and we're seeing visions from the past, forcing us to confront the decisions we made during the war. Oh, let's see. That's the only Revan could truly answer that. Even afterwards, no one could piece together exactly what happened. We did win, though.
We will press forward if you ask it. The path is mined. If you ask us to charge, there will be losses, General.
No, not this time. This time is different. This is just a vision. We're not dealing with the bullshit. I'm going to go up there alone.
Thank you, General. Thank you.
Now, I do have a little bit of demolition skill. Let's see what I can accomplish. I'm not going to get greedy and try and take these things. But if need be, to be quite honest, I can probably just face tank all these things. But we'll see what we can pull off in the meantime. The real money is in underwater basket weaving. I never understood why that was ever a thing in the first place. Joe, I know at this point it's probably more of a meme than a real thing, but there might still be classes out there, who knows? Kreia won't like this goody two-shoeing. Kreia doesn't like anything unanimous. I think that part I've established already.
And now we fight.
Oh, that's a lot of bad dudes. Alright. Help my dudes out. Luckily, these guys are kind of scrubs. So hopefully me cutting a few down real fast will help the troops recenter, be more effective by focusing their fire. Certainly looks like it. There we go. And of course now they're gone because it was all a vision and none of it was real in the first place. But still... Let's see, you faced a second vision depicting one of your bloodiest battles during the Mandalorian Wars. You had to choose whether or not to repeat the orders you gave long ago, which resulted in many casualties. Which I chose not to. Chose not to repeat that decision from the past. Robbing soldiers of fulfilling their duty. I'm pretty sure most soldiers, if given the choice between charging into near certain death and not, would choose the not. I think they'd be pretty okay with that. Fights like this really miss Greater Cleave. I was just thinking that, Unanimous. Where is my Greater Cleave? Give me that back. That was so fun in Neverwinter Nights 2. Such a good ability. Yeah, 5e is a really smart system. I do like it. Although I do still have a soft spot for 3.5. You know, I do have a lot of Pathfinder books. I think it's there is more nostalgia involved in that decision than anything else. Still, you know, both exist. You have options for either. You know, nobody's going to put a gun to your head and force you to play 5e if you don't want to. And especially with digital becoming so popular, it's easy to get most of the old 3.5 books in digital too, so that's nice. Yeah, and Force Lightning would have ended that a lot quicker as well, Owen, but unfortunately my character isn't a huge Force user. Jedi Guardian means I'm better at hitting things than actually casting Force powers. And since I'm a goody two-shoes, that slows me down a bit as well. Hello, who is that? Kreia!
You are to be commended for making it this far.
Kreia, what are you doing in here?
You've revisited the dark moments of your past, and now you must face the present.
What do you mean?
Your confusion is natural. The others and I will help you understand.
The others?
Get away from her! She's a dark Jedi.
Why do you say that?
Atten, I've had enough of your snide contempt.
Oh, hang on. We got our differences, but we need to work together here, folks.
Hey, what's the commotion here?
Stay out of this, Beodor. This is a personal dispute between Atten and myself.
You're threatening Atten with a lightsaber, and I'm supposed to just stay out of it? No.
Ooh, this is going bad. Did I miss a side room? I probably did. I was trying to get all the side rooms, but I may have gone in a main room first there. Yeah, she looks a bit grim there, Pox David. This is a little worrisome. Look, everybody just put away your weapons. Let's calm down here. T3, not you too.
The three of you would challenge me? You sorely underestimate the power of the Force.
Think again, Kreia. Your dark influence will end.
Your friends are all arrayed against me. Will you stand for this?
Oh my god, this seems important. Oh my god, You know, they're still attacking her in cold blood. What they're doing is wrong. I will stand with you, Kreia.
I will be honest with you. I have fallen to the dark side. Does this change your decision?
I'm gonna protect you, Kreia, because I believe you can still be pulled back to the light side. Yeah, option 3 is literally the popcorn option. Oh no! Now I have to fight everybody. That's really bad. Oh no. I did get light side points for that though, so that's something I suppose. They're all visions. Remind yourself, ladies and gentlemen, these are all visions and not my real crew members. No one is actually being harmed here. Dang it. So every time I walk through one of those puddles of dark energy, I have to see one of those visions. That's spooky. Always sides with the Sith. For the greater good. Drab, for the greater good. Bruh. Totally not a Sith. Totally not a Sith. Just visions, not actually harming my actual crew there. Was there a side passage I missed? May have been a couple side passages I missed. I'm gonna see if I can go back for them. I killed no one. They're all back on the ship. Comfy and cozy. Everything's cool, I assure you, Owen. Unsubbed, unfollowed, all that, etc. But you know, that's the actual way I think, too. You know, I accept that everyone deserves second chances. And in the Star Wars universe, that's always been pretty true. Redemption has been a big factor in the Star Wars universe in the past. Playing a Guardian, although clearly I'm a Consular. I do kind of play it that way, it's true. Dead Jedi. Nebulish's datapad. This is the Journal of the Jedi Nebulish. Most of the data has been purposefully deleted. One entry remains. The visions, the visions. They thought to trick me by taking the form of my fellow Jedi, but my discipline is so strong, I tricked them back. One fell to the Shrirac, and the other fell to my lightsaber. Something went bad here. Oh, maybe the hisses is what got him. Oops. Didn't see them coming. Got cornered in here. Well, I will avenge him, taking these cloaked bastards out. Alright. Anything else to see in here? Casual corridor croc? What on earth is that? Bindo's Band. That's a new one. Name sounds familiar too. Jolie Bindo? That sounds familiar. Nobody beats Master Flurry. He is the strongest. I'm trying. There's one more door back there I want to check out now that we know what appears to be the correct path forward. Bindo's Band. Sounds like a nice house band if you got a bar going on. Enjoy your refreshments. Snacks around the house, and tonight we have the musical stylings of Bindo's Band. Yeah, Jolie Bindo was in KOTOR 1. That might have been what I was thinking of. Right, I remember now. I was thinking I had to have heard that name somewhere. Thank you, Owen and Wheel. I appreciate that. Ooh, a whole bunch of stuff in here. And another Bindo's Band. Apparently he had multiple bands. Like to swap out as the mood strikes him, I imagine. Oh, the Dead Croc at the Crossroads. That is a good name there, though, Pox David. Right, the hermit dude on Kishik. Right, I remember him now. Has been quite a long time since I played. Let's see, the third vision pitted all of your companions against Kreia. You had to choose whether to defend an evil Kreia, attack her, or do nothing. And I'm happy with my decision. I think I made the right choice. It was a situation where nothing would have led to sunshine and rainbows, is the thing. I had to pick the best of options, and I believe if it was a true situation, I might have been able to talk my companions down. But it was just a vision. Just black and white. Well, we've got another vision coming up. Darth Revan! Let's see, many people were wondering where the great Revan disappeared to. And he has nothing to say. No, he just sort of points at me. That's strange. Oh, there's the ancient sarcophagus in here. Wait, does that... No. Mummified Ludo Kresh. No. Alright. Alright, cool. We got Ludo Kresh's stuff at least. I'm like, he's not in there somehow, is he? No. No, nothing like that. Strong and silent type. I can respect that. Revan didn't dual wield. I don't remember how I know there is a canonical Revan, but I don't know much about him, unfortunately. Sheena's Revan. No, we did that in the last game. We're not doing that over again. I just loaded a dead person. It's a video game, Zero. That's how everybody does. It's just a normal Saturday night there. Nope, everything's locked in here. Alright. So is there nothing else I was supposed to do in here? Yeah, I thought you turned away from the dark side, Revan. It just keeps pointing at me. That's ominous. Going into cemeteries and looting the dead. Tomb raiding, Zero. It's called tomb raiding when you do it in a video game, and it's a wonderful thing. So is there nothing else I need to do in here? Chat, feel free to let me know if I'm missing anything in here, but that feels like everything there is to do. I think that's it. Keep talking to Revan? Alright. I want to make sure I got everything out of here because this is a cool area. I guess I can try all three options. I usually don't like using multiple options like that if they just, if it looks like there's one you're supposed to say. But alright, we'll see what the third one was. I didn't miss that one. was the other option here? Randy Horner is Laura Croft. Like, I know it can't actually be you, so why are you here? Nope, just points to me. Doesn't seem like he has anything else. Have you tried booping him? Very rude to boop a Sith Lord. Yeah, no, I already tried all the options. There doesn't appear to be anything else to get him to say. Check, all the doors are still locked in here. And I already looted the tomb right there. Oh no, my bugged Elena. Did I bug it out? I could probably reload from another save and try it again. Something's going wrong. Attack NPCs? That'd be scary. That's what I was thinking, Zero. I might be bugged if something's supposed to happen. No, I already searched in the tomb behind him. Got everything there is to get. Alright, let me try reloading from a save. Just in case I'm bugged. Oh, I might have saved inside there. Ooh. That could be bad. What did I get from the grave? I got, yeah, I saved after I came in here. Dang it! I got Ludo Kresh's weapons. Suppose I could try equipping those. It's supposed to be a fight. What is going wrong here? Maybe if I put on Ludo Kresh's war sword? Son of a bitch. Alright, I've got one last option, though it's really bad, and that's that I could try leaving the area and then coming back to see if it reloads. Not optimal in any way, shape, or form, but that is something we could try doing. Yeah, I got 2 items from it. You thinking I might have to equip both of them? Suppose that could be a thing. Alright, I'm gonna try quick saving again. And then try equipping both of them. What was it Ludo Kresh's war sword? And what was the other Ludo Kresh item? Ludo Kresh's armband, which I can't equip because it's dark side only. Nope, that's not a thing. It was worth a shot. Worth looking into at least. Shoot! That is unfortunate. I really wanted to see where this was going. Now, last time I did hit one other bug in the game, if you remember, and when that happened, I did have a previous save that I was able to load up and fix things. I'm hoping maybe just leaving here and letting the area reload will fix things. I guess we'll see. With master speed, it shouldn't take too long to exit the area. And then we'll be able to see. Always rotate saves. Yeah, I've gotten lazy and I've been using mostly quick saves in here. I do have a giant bank of saves, but I haven't been doing hard saves very often. That's been my problem. Oh, it's frustrating. Alright, fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers crossed that just reloading the area does the trick. It could. It might. The quest still knows it's in the right point. So there's that at least. So there's hope. Oh! Fuck. Okay, so I can't leave the area because I'm locked in here. That could be a disaster. Hey, Story Strider, welcome in. How are you doing this evening? Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been here anytime recently, you've probably seen me throw a host at Story Strider on the weekends, but in case you haven't, make sure you click that link right there and check her out. She is a wonderful streamer, lots of positivity, a lot of fun, just a joy to watch, and that's why I keep throwing those hosts over at her. But in case you haven't been around for any of those hosts, make sure you check her out anyway. Give her that follow right now. The time is upon you. Time to re-roll another character. It's what the Force wills. This is bad. My last save, my last hard save aside from the quick save in here, is on the ship at the start of the stream 2.5 hours ago. So that's kinda worst case scenario. Oh, that's bad. Alright. We don't need to say what happens in chat because it doesn't matter what's supposed to happen, is because we literally can't move the game forward unless we get what's supposed to happen here. So let's keep working at this. Let's see if there's anything. But yeah, welcome in, Story Strider. Hope you are doing well. Hope your week is going well. And hope your weekend continues to go well. Oh no. Nope, it's bugged. Oh, relaunch the game and load save? That's not a bad idea, Chutoy. Let me try doing that real quick now that you mention it. I suppose, you know, desperate times call for desperate measures, so let's try that out. New game, Wheel Skellington, thank you for the bits right there. I appreciate that. Let's see, Story, you're doing well. Got you on 3 different TVs while you're running around and get stuff finished before you leave for Amsterdam. Ooh, that sounds nice. You going there for vacation or for business? Either way, I hope it goes well for you. Oh, instead of clicking the dialogue, try pressing 1. Alright, thank you for looking that up. Let me try that. Alright, pressing 1 on the keyboard. No dice. I'll try 2 and 3. I appreciate you guys Googling. It's really kind of you. I apologize, Story. You came in at kind of a bad time. I appear to have bugged the game in a way that is breaking progression, and it's a little scary. It's worst case scenario, I might lose 2.5 hours of progress. Alright, so no, that is not working. So here's what we're gonna do. Relaunch the dead bug, Elena. Oh, vacation! Very nice. Well, I hope you have a great time. Hope the weather holds out for you, too. And I hope you get to see whatever you're trying to see there. Alright, let's go BRB real quick, and I am going to relaunch the game. And maybe that'll fix things? It's about our only hope. Perfect emote for this moment. Perfect emote for most of my life, Story, as it turns out. But yeah, if this doesn't work out, we'll probably play some filler games for the rest of the evening, and then tomorrow before the stream, I'll just redo all the progress up to Revan, and hopefully that'll do it. Oh boy. Alright, quick saving, yeah, quick saving a couple times in there, and it didn't work. Alright, so let's load the game and see if this does anything first of all. Fingers crossed, this might just fix it. It could. Alright, I see the link right there. Let me copy that and open in a new tab there, 12 point. I appreciate that. I will check that out in just a second if need be. Alright, here is my most recent quick save after the bug happened. Let's load this up and see if it fixes anything. As I jump back into the game capture here. Might have to reload a couple times and press 1, that's what the post was saying. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, so I'm pressing 1 here. I think the problem here is I didn't save before. the bug happened. I don't have any saves from back then. Also, hold your breath while pressing 1 and think about cows. Alright, give me just a moment, folks. I'm going to check out this thread right here, because this is a really frustrating little bug right here. And if there is anything in here, it would be nice to figure out if we can get past it right now. Well, see, yeah, what they were saying there is the issue is the dialogue is hidden, but still... Oh, hidden, but still secretly there. I see what they're talking about. I don't think that's the same problem I'm having, but I'm going to check that out real quick. Off to the movies, Zero. Alright, take care of yourself, and enjoy the movie, and I will talk to you later. Alright, so I don't think I'm still in dialogue after this, so I don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to try that real quick. No, that's the problem, is I actually exit the dialogue, so that's not quite what I'm looking for. Oh, no. Oh, this is frustrating. I'm going to try reloading one more time, just because this is really terrifying. Oh my gosh. We did have one game-breaking bug before in the game, but I had to save before it loaded up. Elena, I think you might be onto something right there. Well, yeah, I'm trying to trigger Revan to do something, is what I mean here, Drev. And I'm not quite sure what to do to get him to do something. There is a save game editor for KOTOR, Onanimous, and it wouldn't be too hard to get it. The problem would be finding the right variable to change at that point, I suspect. And unfortunately, at this point in the save, I've already talked to him. Let me try something else here. Alright, I tried mashing 1 right there, and that didn't do anything either. The editor might have spoils in there, but what are we supposed to do at this point? There's a fix on Nexus mods. I'll take pretty much anything I can get at this point. Alright, enjoy your lurk, Viltrikin. Alright, give me just a moment then. Part of the problem might not be killing Creo. I mean, that's a choice the game gives you. I suppose if you mean it's only bugged in that direction, I'd believe you. Oh yeah, I've heard about things like that, Wheel Skellington. That brings me back to my favorite bug of all time, which was, there was a, one of the Matrix games, for PS2, I believe, had a bug where it would crash almost any time you went into a certain boss fight. And the workaround that the publisher gave was save right in front of the boss door and then leave the game paused for 4 to 6 hours before you enter it. Like real time. Just to clear out the memory cache, I imagine. Which was a terrible, terrible workaround. But I think that was just what their legal team told them to say instead of recalling the game. What are you going to do? Oh, man.